Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to another episode of Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness, the weekly podcast devoted to all things spirituality and self-improvement. I am so delighted you're here with me today. Today, I am going to be talking about what to do when life feels overwhelming. I sat down to do the podcast episode today, and I asked my guides, what do people really need right now? And what I heard is that many of you out there just feel overwhelmed by life. And I get it. The energies are super heavy right now. I know we've been talking about this, it feels like forever. And it feels like this year, even though it is going by fast, it just feels like every day we're hit with some new news or something happening, and it's overwhelming. On top of that, right now we have this supermoon going on, and I'm a teacher, and I can tell you that I can tell you when a full moon is happening without looking at a calendar, because kids' behavior is crazy and insane, and they've definitely been that this week. It's only Tuesday for me here as I'm recording this, and I feel completely exhausted. Like I've had a full week of school and it's only been 2 days. So I get it. Life may be feeling really overwhelming for you right now. And what I received is that many of you don't know what to do. It feels like you're ready to lose it any day now. Your emotions are all over the place. Maybe, I think for some of you, you're just busy with life, which I also understand. It's a busy time of year. The holidays are about to be upon us. And so I thought I would do an episode today because the universe said, you need to know what to do when life feels overwhelming. The very first thing that I heard was that some of you need to step back and ask yourself, is this really mine? This seems really like a silly question, but personally, you've heard my story. You know that I'm an empath. And if you're listening to this, chances are you are too. Empathic people are people who absorb and feel the energies around them. So when something heavy is going on, you feel that even more. You feel other people's energies and emotions. And that's why sometimes being in a crowded place can feel just horrible for you or completely overwhelming because you're taking on everyone else around you. I never understood before what that actually was, but it made total sense to me. I always was told my whole life, oh, you're too sensitive. But it's not that I'm too sensitive. I mean, I am, I guess, but it's not a bad thing. You just have to learn how to be able to control this. And if you're an empath, then with what's happening in our world right now, you're probably picking up on the despair, the fear, the anger, the injustice, everything that's going on, because there's so many different things right now. So the universe wants me to tell you to sit with yourself and ask yourself, is this mine? Is whatever it is that you're feeling really your feeling, or are you just picking up on what's going on around you? We can even pick up on our family members. And if you're in the middle of a place that's very toxic, it could be a toxic workplace, it could be your family life, it could be a number of things. We have to protect our energy, and it's okay to disconnect from people, from places, from things when you can to protect your energy. Self-care is not selfish, and if you're a people pleaser, a reformed people pleaser, or you're an empath, you want to make sure that everyone else is taken care of and everyone else feels good. But the truth is, if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. You're going to make everyone else happy except yourself, and you're going to be burnt out and you're going to be resentful and drained. So ask yourself this question, is what I'm feeling really me? Is it mine, or am I taking on the emotions of everyone else? That's the first thing the universe said, because I feel like maybe some of you are taking on what's going on around you. I know I am, and I have to protect my own energy. So there are times when I have to disconnect from social media, from people, from places. I just have to, because I have to call my own energy back. So the universe wants you to ask yourself that. If it is not yours, or maybe some of it is, but you're realizing maybe I'm picking up on what other people are doing or feeling, call back some of your energy. And you may be asking yourself, how do I do that? I have a guided meditation on my YouTube channel for calling back your energy, but you can just look up a quick guided meditation for calling back your energy. Honestly, you don't even have to have anybody guiding you. It's as simple as closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths to kind of ground yourself. I always say feet on the floor, do 4 breaths in, holding, and then releasing for 4. Do that a few times. And then saying to yourself, I'm calling back all of the energy that I've given out. I'm calling it back to myself from everywhere that I've sent it out. And just envisioning as you're calling this coming back to you, this beautiful energy. And you can envision whatever color you want it to be coming back into your body. And as it comes back into your body, it's filling you with peace and with love and with energy. And it's really rejuvenating you. Because essentially that's what we're doing, is trying to rejuvenate our own vibration, our own energy, so that we can feel better, and that we're sort of setting a boundary for ourselves spiritually, if that makes sense. And if this sounds too woo for you, that's okay, I understand. But you really are setting a spiritual boundary of, I'm not giving out my energy to anyone who doesn't deserve it. And I'm keeping my energy for myself because it's sacred and because I need it. The other thing the universe said to me was that you need to go within and take some time for yourself and sit with yourself and ask yourself this question: what do I really need right now? And depending on when you ask yourself this, you're going to get a different answer. For some people, when you ask yourself this, you might hear, I need a nap. And that's okay, because physical rest is how your body heals and rejuvenates itself. You might need a nap. You might need to do a guided meditation, maybe just to relax a little bit, to get your cortisol levels down. Maybe you need a snack. It's so funny because when my kids were little, if they were crabby, my dad would always say, well, it's one of two things. They either need a nap or they need food. And sadly, a lot of the time, that was what the case was, right? They were either hungry, had low blood sugar, or they were tired. And for many of us, that is also the case. We are hungry, we have low blood sugar, we're tired, but that happens because we're not taking care of ourselves. So what is it that you need? Maybe you need a massage. Maybe you just need to take a hot, relaxing bath. Maybe you need to get out into nature. Maybe you just want to read a good book and curl up on the couch and under a warm blanket and have some hot chocolate. Whatever you need at this moment, your body is letting you know. And whatever comes to you, what do you really want? What do you want? Do it, because your body, we don't ask for things very often, especially the people pleasers and the givers. We overgive to everyone else, and that is to the detriment of ourselves, right? We're not giving to ourselves. What is it that you need right now? Take the time to do that. So ask yourself, what is it that my body really needs right now? What do I need? Maybe you just need to move, go for a walk. We all are going to have different answers depending on when we ask. The next thing that I heard was that you need to make sure that you're including self-care into your daily routine. And I know you hear me talk about this. I beat it to the ground, right? Self-care. I know, but it's important and it isn't selfish. And I heard that thinking positive thoughts to yourself is one of the most important things that you can do. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the negativity. And I feel like a lot of our overwhelm is because of that. Because one thing happens, and I had a day like that today. I really did. I happened to notice in my classroom, I bought these verb charts many years ago, and they were like $50, not cheap, and teachers were always paying out of our own pocket for things. they're just gone. They were sitting on my counter. They're gone. I don't know what happened to them. They were there last week. They're not there today. I can't find them. They're nowhere to be found. And it was so frustrating, especially because today, I was teaching verbs and I really needed them and I was just frustrated. And then I realized the kids' behavior was just off the wall. Then I thought, oh my gosh, yeah, it was a full moon. I saw the full moon out last night. Just things kept spiraling. We can choose to let that define our day, right? Oh my gosh, it's the worst day. And I think I did say that to myself. I think I said, oh, this is the worst day ever, which is not, of course. And I'm human and you're human and we're going to have those thoughts because we cannot control what happens around us all the time. The only thing that we have truly control over is what happens within us. And at that moment, I had a choice to say, this is the worst day ever. It's going to continue to be the worst day ever. But on the way home, I decided, no, you know what? I said to myself, I'm exhausted. I am so tired. And I was thinking about what I was going to make for dinner and how I had to get my lunch ready for the next day. And I just said to myself, you know what? Nope. I'm going to go pick up dinner and I'm going to get something for tonight and for tomorrow's lunch. I'm not dealing with it. I'm treating myself tonight because I'm exhausted. My body needs rest. I don't want to deal with this. I would rather spend my energy making a podcast that might uplift others tomorrow instead of slaving over the kitchen stove trying to make something. And it was the most delicious dinner. It was amazing. And it stretched for lunch for 2 days. And I thought, you know what? I normally wouldn't have done that. I would have just been like, oh, suck it up, go home, make dinner. But I thought, no. And as much as that might seem like a little thing, that can be a huge thing. Even just breaking out of your routine sometimes so that you do something that takes care of you. Like maybe you would not normally go get a massage on a Wednesday night, but you just decide I'm going to do it today because I'm exhausted or I've been in pain and I just need this. That is what changing your mindset is. It isn't necessarily the miraculous things that happen all the time. Sometimes it's simply deciding that today I'm going to choose a different thought. I'm going to do a different action, right? I'm going to do something different. And it ends up completely shifting your day. Because today, after I did that, and once I got home, things started getting better, right? I noticed, oh, life seems a little less heavy right now. I feel a lot better. I've had food, I've had rest. And now I feel pretty good. And all it took was to change one little thing, to change my routine, to change my thought. And that's what the universe wants you to do too. Practice self-care, focusing on the positive. And so now with that, I wanted to pull some cards to maybe give you a little more guidance. And the first card I pulled is something that everyone can start doing starting tomorrow morning. You can even start it right now, no matter when you're listening to this. But it says, rise with gratitude. And this is from my deck, Divine Whispers, that I created. And if you like this deck, you can purchase it on my website. It will be shipped to you if you purchase it there. But you're going to get a sampling of my deck because I have 4 cards that I pulled from it. So the first one is rise with gratitude. And I don't know about you, but I am not a morning person. In German, we have a name for that, which is Morgenmuffel, because I would rather sleep in. My body clock would be stay up late and sleep in late, but that is not the type of job that I work, and I have to get up early, and I have to go to bed earlier than I would like to. And so sometimes I can be a little crabby when I get up in the morning, and I don't want people to talk to me or do anything because I need my time. That's me. But I can make a concerted effort to rise with gratitude. And so what this card says is, just as the sun rises each day, so must you rise with gratitude. Just as you depend upon the sun for warmth, others depend on you for your warmth and light. The best way to shine that light is by expressing gratitude. Either everything is a miracle or nothing is. I choose to see that every experience is a miracle today. Before your feet hit the floor each morning, tell the universe thank you for at least 5 things in your life today. You are deeply and richly blessed. And you know what? A lot of mornings I say to the universe, I'm really thankful for this comfortable bed that I'm having such a hard time getting out of. I am so thankful for feeling warm and safe. The mantra that goes with this card that you can say to yourself is, I'm thankful for my eyes that see the good in every situation. I'm thankful for my heart that loves deeply and unconditionally. I'm thankful for the breath within me that sustains me. I'm thankful for the gifts that you have bestowed upon me. I thank you each new day that is filled with your blessings. And I love that because it really does set the tone for your day. The next card is what would love do? And this one's really important because when you get up and you're just having a bad day and you're having a hard time shifting that, this is really important. You have a choice in every situation to choose love or fear. When we choose fear, we imagine scenarios that would probably never even happen. We have an emotional reaction, and it's hard to think and react logically. We may end up saying or doing things that we will later regret. When we choose to love, we can relax. We don't have to react in an emotional way. We can simply breathe, reflect, and react in a fair and balanced manner. We can be secure in the fact that the universe has our backs, and no matter what the outcome, everything will work out perfectly. Everything always works out perfectly for you. And when you remember that, there's nothing to worry about. And the card that goes with this is, today I choose love. I express my emotions freely and respectfully. I will not let my emotions due to fear get the best of me. And this card is so important right now because it's so easy to be fearful of what's going on in the world and to think it's never going to get better and all of this. All of that fear and doomsday thinking feeds the darkness. It really does. People who have dark energy feed on your darkness. But if you have the light and you're shining the light and you're trying to be the light and you're trying to exude love, that is the best thing you can do to fight this. I don't know how else to explain it, and it's hard for me too because I can't tell you how many times I've said a few curse words, especially today, about things that were going on in the world. And when I first see things, I sometimes have an emotional reaction too. But we have to catch our breath and say to ourselves, all is well, because it is, and it's going to work out. It's going to look messy and scary before it does, but it's working out, and we need to remember that. The next card that I have today for you is, what is stopping you? What's holding you back today? The universe wants you to know that it's time to stop letting people or your own fears keep you stuck. This is the second card about fear, so if some of you are holding on to some sort of fear, it's time to let it go today. When you're trapped, or when you're tapped into your intuition, you can't make a wrong decision. The only bad decision you can make is not moving at all. What's holding you back today? Summon the courage that I know is deep within you and take the first step. You've got this. You have everything you need right now to be successful. You are being divinely guided and protected right now. One thing I know to be true is that when I don't make a choice, the universe makes it for me. And I would much rather be planned and know what I'm doing rather than have a surprise attack, which is what it feels like when the universe says, oh, you went the wrong way, we're going to move you back that way. Because sometimes it feels like the rug is being ripped out from underneath you. The daily mantra that goes with this card is, I have confidence in my own ability. I have everything I need to be successful. I don't have to have all of the answers today. I am divinely guided. I am following my intuition. And next we have, and you can't make this up, things are working out perfectly. This is what I've been saying. I know sometimes it doesn't look like it, but there's so much going on behind the scenes that the universe is working out for you. We can't always rely on what we see with our own eyes. The universe wants you to know that everything is going to work out for you. The conflict or situation that you are going through right now will be resolved. The universe is working behind the scenes to help you figure out a solution that is reasonable and just for all parties involved. Take comfort in knowing that your angels and guides are helping you with the situation. Remain calm and know that they are working on your behalf. Things will work out for the best very soon. There's a prayer that goes with this card, and it's prayer to Archangels Gabriel and Raguel. And it says, "Dear angels, I'm asking you to help me resolve the conflict in my life surrounding insert whatever it is in your life. I know that you are working on my behalf behind the scenes to help heal this situation, and for that I thank you. Please allow me to remain in peace as this situation continues to unfold. Please guide any communication regarding this situation that it might be received with love and understanding. Amen." Things are working out, and that's what we need to know. I also wanted to pull 2 affirmation cards for you today. And the first one that came out is positivity. I speak and think positively. Staying positive does not mean that things will be perfect. Rather, it is knowing that you will be okay no matter how things turn out. Your current thinking shapes the future. Embrace the habit of speaking words that manifest what you want to become true for you. And it's so true. I've said this before, but it's like being in a swimming pool when you used to make the whirlpool and you'd start running around in a circle one direction. The longer you go in that direction, the harder it is to turn around and go the other direction. So when we are in that spiral of negativity, the longer we're in it, the harder it is to turn around and go the other way. It is possible. But the sooner you can catch yourself with negative thoughts and negative words and say, no, that's not what I'm speaking for myself today. My truth is that everything is always working out perfectly for me. I'm always in the right place at the right time when the right opportunities come to me. I'm always surrounded by love and abundance and joyful things in my life, and I am worthy and deserving of that. Just keep telling yourself that. And guess what? Of course, the next card that came out is self-value. I am worthy. You are worthy of your deepest desires, the purest of love, and the most daring of hopes. You are worthy of abundance beyond measure. In being created, you are by default worthy. What are your 3 best qualities and strengths, and how can you share them with others? Some of you really have a difficult time seeing your worth, and I understand that. If you read my first book, Beautifully Broken, I talk about one of the reasons that I had such a hard time and I kept attracting toxic relationships was because I felt like that's what I deserved. I didn't realize what I was worth. And even though I knew that I deserved love, I didn't really feel it deep down inside that I did. I felt broken. And so the biggest journey that I've been on is in learning how to love myself. All the pieces of me, whether I think they're broken or not, and even if you are broken, where no one's ever really truly broken, we just have to learn to see ourselves as the beautiful people we came here to be. Everyone was born worthy. Everyone. You can't make this up, but I pulled from another deck. I pulled from Angela Rose's deck, and the very first card that came out is I am worthy. So this message is coming out twice. There are some of you out there listening who really need to hear this. If you're struggling with this, I have a 10-day intensive self-love course. It is a course that has been designed with videos of me, and then there are writing lessons that you can do. And it's online. It's yours to keep forever. You don't have to take it and do it in 10 days. It's yours to keep forever. It can take you as long as you want. But think about going and signing up for that, because what I'm hearing is that if you knew the way I saw you, you would never doubt yourself. And that's from the universe. This card says, I am worthy. I was born worthy of all my desires. I know my dream is meant for me because it's my vision and my dream. It is in my DNA. Tell the universe right now what you desire. Claim it. Own it. Breathe it. The mantra that goes with this card is, I was born worthy. You were born worthy. Feel that in your bones. This is no mistake either. The next card coming out is boundaries. And a lot of learning self-love has to do with learning to set boundaries with yourself and with others. But it says, I am kind, loving, and have clear boundaries because it's important for me to love and respect myself and you. Do my current boundaries feel clear? Do I need to redefine my boundaries or write them out? The mantra that goes with this card is, I am grateful for this experience. I respect and love myself and others. Boundaries are so important. We are teaching others how to treat us when we set our boundaries. So when you're allowing people to cross the line, you're showing them that that's okay when they do that. And I know that's not how you feel. So it's really important for you to lovingly set boundaries with people. And the very last card coming out today is Miracle Mindset. Have immeasurable faith and full dedication towards your dream. Our thoughts create our feelings create our actions create our reality. What thoughts would your highest self be thinking, feeling, or doing to live your best life? What is your dream? What do you get lost in time doing? Meditate on this feeling and lean into your dreams. The mantra that goes with this card is, I have faith and trust that my dreams are unfolding perfectly for me. I love that. And they are. You have to believe in yourself. And when you have belief in yourself, that fuels us, right? When other people tell me, oh, you did a great job, that's great, that's good. But when I feel myself like I did a great job, when I give myself that pep talk, that's when I really feel motivated to do things. So it's so important that you're doing all the things you need to do to take care of yourself, to build yourself up, to set boundaries, to create that miracle mindset, to learn your worth, know your worth. Those are so important. The universe does not want you to feel overwhelmed, and neither do I. So spend some time when you're feeling that way to ask yourself, is this really mine? If it is, what do I need right now? If it's not, can I give it back to those who it belongs to? So I'm feeling the weight of the world. Can I give that back to the world? You know, one thing you could do is just say a quick prayer for those who are in need. And, let the universe handle it, because it's not like there's much you can do sometimes anyway. So pray for those who need it. Call back your energy. Ask yourself, what do I really need right now? And make sure that self-care and gratitude are a part of your everyday routine. All right, guys. Well, I hope that this resonated for you and that you have an amazing week. If you would like to work with me, I offer half-hour and hour readings. I also offer healing sessions and coaching sessions. You can book through my website, melissaoatman.com. You can also go there, just check out what I offer. You're welcome to email me if you have any questions or message me through Facebook. I absolutely don't mind answering any questions that you might have. Follow me on all my social media platforms. I do readings on TikTok and YouTube. And you can also follow me on New Reality TV, where you'll also find some other amazing podcasts. I hope you guys have an amazing week. As always, I am sending you so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.